Happy Halloween and welcome to my channel. I felt like I wanted to share some last minute Halloween party ideas, a couple of things that I was doing for my party at this coming weekend. I'm updating this wreath I did in a previous video, and I had just used scrapped fabrics to do that wreath. A little stand I was going to be using for food, a little bottle of unknown potion that I had put together for some cider for the adults. And this little stand, I didn't know if I was going to put in flowers or a flameless candle. I spray painted some silk flowers with some black paint, used those around for the party. My update I was doing on my wreath was I was going to hang the sign a little bit different. I didn't want to glue it into the fabric because I wanted to be able to take this wreath apart to be able to reuse it for other holidays. So what I did was I had some leftover chain that I had used to hang it originally, and I just made some holes in the top of the sign and attached the other end to part of the wire up underneath the bow, just so it would hang a little bit nicer, and I just thought it looked better with the chain on it. And it was easy. This chain bends very easily with the needle nose pliers. I just had to get it to the height that I wanted it. But this was a very easy DIY I did earlier. Definitely better with the chain. And then I wanted to use some serving dishes, but I didn't want to bring out my really expensive stuff. So I thought the marbled dishes, the plasticware they had over at Dollar Tree, was perfect for Halloween. The black and white looks so cute, so I just bought one of the $1 candlesticks, and I just hot glued it all together. That way, if you hot glue it all together, it's easy to take it apart, and it's easier to store it again and use it for next year. So I thought I'd do a number of these around the house. And then I had this bottle. I was decoupaging. It was going in the wrong direction. So instead of taking it apart, I just used Rust-Oleum black satin spray paint all over it and made my potion bottle out of it. And I used some of these Dollar Tree labels. And to make them look aged, I just took black acrylic paint in my finger and rubbed it all over. And I'm just going to draw a skull and crossbones on there. And that'll look really nice, I think, next to the cider cauldron. So I had some leftover Dollar Tree pumpkins, and I wanted to put more decor out. And I didn't really want to buy more things, so I decided to cut a big hole in the top of this. I wasn't really sure where I was going with it. I thought I'd just put the spray painted black flowers in it, but it seemed to go in a different direction after I got started, and I really like what I ended up with. So the first thing I did was I put a layer of black, just craft paint all over it. And then I used this ribbon that I got from Dollar General, I think. It was very inexpensive. I think it was $1.50. And I put a nice thick layer, sponged it on. And it didn't cover it all the way. So after this dried, I sprayed this as well with the Rust-Oleum black satin paint, and I really liked the finish after I did that. You'll see it's nice and shiny. It looks really nice like that. And here's the ribbon. I just cut it into little strips, and then I just put strips of the gems in the little indentations in the pumpkin, just spaced them out evenly. And I just used hot glue to do that. You definitely can't use a lot of hot glue on these pumpkins. It just melts it very easily, so kind of just use a little bit of glue. But they look so nice against the shiny satin paint. So I had these window clings, and I found that one of my glasses that I already had fit into that hole I cut in the top of the pumpkin, which wasn't intentional, and it made it nice and stable. So I really wanted to use it like this, and I wanted to decorate the glass, so I decided to use my window clings that I hadn't yet used, and that way it decorated my glass and it didn't wreck my glasses. So I'll use these for silverware or treats or flameless candles, something like that, but I made a few of them to put around the house. And then to save myself time, I used box cake mix for my cupcakes. And I found this probably in bad taste cupcake decor, that knives and axes, they had little plastic stickers on them so you could put them in the top of your cupcakes. And to enhance that really nice chocolate flavor, I always add coffee instead of water to my chocolate mixes. I found really cute treat bags. Of course, you're going to have treat bags of candies and extra sprinkles. And of course, a big pot of chili and a sandwich platter that I haven't gotten yet because my party's on Saturday. And here's some of the things that I've done for my party. And I've done multiples of these. They were easy and they were really inexpensive. And I think they're going to be really nice additions. So be safe and have fun.